It's my eating song. 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 It's my eating song.
Welcome back, everybody who was in the previous live. I'm going to still give y'all a shout out. So, shout out to T. again. Shout out to Boss Lady again. Okay. Shout out to Delaney again. Shout out to Crystal again. You may have not been in that live long, but you was in there for a little bit. So shout out to you. Shout out to Cheryl again. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What up, Twin Towers? Shout out to you. All right. Y'all. I know I've been busy. I'm trying to get the content out. But we have to discuss what's been going on these YouTube streets with Peyton Charles. It's been a lot, okay? And Peyton has not been quiet about her feelings on social media. And more information is coming out. And you know what? I love when information comes out, right? Because when the information comes out, I welcome it because people can start seeing the truth. There's other content creators that are now speaking on Peyton Charles who weren't speaking before. Like some tapped on it a little bit and then moved on. Others moved on completely. But there's other content creators now speaking on it. Why do I enjoy this? I enjoy this because when people start to see the same things that we all started to see, y'all can stop talking trash. Okay? Y'all can stop talking trash. Like we all can't be crazy, right? So let me see. There's some who agrees with Big Bird. There's some who disagree with Big Bird. And the ones that agree with Big Bird, I don't really know why. I'm trying to figure it out, but the way it's explained doesn't make sense to me. I just feel like they don't like her. So the first content creator who called herself holding Peyton accountable, because they always like to take accountability. I don't ever see them take it for themselves, but they definitely like to call everybody else out for the accountability thing, right? And you know, over here, we are all for accountability. So let me go to the first video. Oh, Peyton dropped a video. Oh, I'm gonna watch it. Hey. Okay, let's see. And y'all know Big Bird has been making video after video after video after video. She ain't learned her lesson yet. She ain't learned her lesson yet. And hey, what my mama used to say, a hard head make a soft behind. That's what my mama used to say. You know, I mean, why spoil the surprise? Let's see. Let's see. They said that there was this chick named Pine. I don't know. Hold on. So anyway, there's this content creator that I wanted to discuss. Well, there's two of them that I wanted to discuss. One of them is called Tough Love Reactions. We're going to look at her video first, and then we're going to react to another video because I wanted to point out a few things. Girl, it's given I want to go to jail. That's what it's given.
Hey, all right, y'all. We do not usually react to Peyton Charles over here, but I have been seeing some stuff online and I just feel like it's time to address it. Now, this lady right here goes by Boo Bougie. She has a vlog channel on YouTube, but she also has a reaction channel. I think the reaction channel is where the issue started. Now, this lady was a subscriber, a supporter, a PayPal of Peyton Charles. So she followed her journey. You know, she was in the comments with her. She was buying products, all of the above, right? So somewhere down the line, things went sour between these two. Now, Peyton is known to be in the comments, communicating, connecting with her supporters, doing the things a YouTuber is supposed to do. Now, I don't know for sure if her and this lady, Boo Bougie, had a connection in the comments, but it kind of gave that. Like, based on some of the videos that I've been seeing, it kind of gave that maybe as.
Now, I only wanted to play that little part just to point out something real quick. When I watch reaction channels and they don't know what's going on and they're guessing and they're throwing shit on the walls to see what sticks, I get turned off. They don't have to know everything. They don't have to know the receipts. But if you can get access to the receipts, I feel like you owe it to your supporters to give that to you. Mind y'all, we just did a live about CJ So Cool, right? I don't know the particulars between Yana and Ty all the way until I get all in the Nike situation. Until I get all that information in a bunch, we either gonna find it out together live, or I'm gonna make a video about it, put together a video about it when I get the information. You know what I'm saying? What I've noticed in this content creator realm of reaction channels, what I've noticed about them, a lot of them don't do their research. Now, I've seen a couple of them do their research, but if they're not interested in the content for real and they never done content on that particular person, they don't do their research. When I tried to do videos on Damian Cryer and Erica, I had to go look at the situation between them two myself. And when I first, in the beginning, saw the interaction between Erica and Cryer, in the beginning, I said, well, they both doing it to each other. Later on, it evolved to something else. But I did my research. I just think start in the middle. When you start in the middle, you risk losing your credibility from your subscribers because they're like, damn, like, well, at least for me, that's how I feel, right? So I try to get as much information as I can. If there's something that needs to be corrected, I will, or somebody says something happened, even with the CJ shit. When y'all brought that topic up about Jalea and the shit with royalty, I need the receipts. I could say it, and I'm not calling y'all liars. It's just for me, like to present the receipts. There's this content creator. I silent watch a lot of content creators, right? I watch Neek at Night a lot, right? And the reason why I watch Neek at Night, because Neek at Night is just a bona fide journalist, right? She will actually actively do her research. I used to watch PBL. I watch her every now and then, but I got turned off when she did something on a subject and she didn't have all the facts and she just threw it out there. So I didn't watch as much. But I know when I watch anything that has to do with court and trials with Neek at Night, she is going to do her damnness to get as much facts as she can, even show up to the courthouse. Armand Wiggins too. So that is what I expected when I watch this type of content. I don't feel like these reaction channels are reaction channels, right? And even O'Shea Duke Jackson messes up royally all the time, but you can tell when he does not do his research. So what I'm saying is, what I've noticed in this particular sector, when people are talking about Peyton Charles, Aaliyah's Face, Gina Janine, and all those other people, a lot of them just gossip. And that's what I noticed. I don't see them as reaction channels reacting to the actual content. I see it as gossip. Even the lady that we reacted to before, who was discussing Peyton Charles, she bluntly lied on Peyton Charles, and we were able to clear it up by watching Peyton Charles videos. To me, they don't do enough research. They just throw shit on walls and see what sticks. That's just my opinion on it. Just throw some shit out there just to get it out because it's a hot topic at that time. Yeah, that's what I feel like. That's what I feel like. I try to do my research as much as I can, honey. What up, Carolyn? All right, so let's finish the video.
some point these two were communicating in her comments, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But anywho, somewhere down the line, the relationship between these two went sour. And now Peyton has a lawsuit against Boo Bougie. Before we jump into the lawsuit part of it, let's just take a look at a couple clips from the beginning. This was like September of 2025.
Don't play with my $10. Peyton better be glad my lotion came. Ma'am, I was going to make 27 videos about you, talking about you. I know the PayPals. I'm one of them. And I don't play about Peyton. Girl, them PayPals would have ate me up in the comments.
My package came from Peyton. Oh, look. Ah. Girl, I was waiting on this. Peyton, you know I'm playing about my $10, girl. I was coming to Dallas to see her. Oh, it came. Let me see. I've been waiting on this. Peyton feels like I'm laying in the bed next to you. It smells so doggone good. Thank you.
What the fuck is that? Like, let's just stop right there. Wait a damn minute. So with everybody, cause right now Big Bird is trying to run around and say she talk about dream a little dream. Gay. She talk about dream a little dream. Girl, this is worse than dreaming a little dream. This is worse than dreaming a little dream. She was like, you telling people that I wanted you. You telling people I wanted you. Girl, you telling us you wanted her. I have a lot of Disrupt Dubai, right? But I can guarantee you, I ain't never smelled that shit and say, you know what? It feels like I'm laying in the bed. Ain't nobody saying that. I'm like, oh man, this smell good. You know, like, what? Girl. What is going on? So, you know, I think she clocked it. She had to have clocked that if she slowed it down and put pretty colors behind it. But let's continue.
For coming out with this girl.
Not laying in the bed next to you. Sure.
Okay.
But as you can see, this lady seems like, you know, she was excited to support Peyton.
Girl, that didn't sound like no motherfucking support. That sound like something else. But I mean, that's probably how you seen it. Because the way I seen it.
So I'm wondering, like, what the hell happened between these two? And then I see this get posted on Instagram. Definitely pressing charges on the individual who posted my address. It is clear that these women sought harm towards me and my family while I was hospitalized and currently. All reaction channels who have reposted this individual's comments will also be held liable, including faceless channels. Now, child, this sounds like a whole lot. So let's just go ahead and get into this video.
I have not done a video over here in so long. But ma'am, since I got served yesterday by LaKenya, oh my God, it's time to make a video. Let's do this. So we really doing this, right? You got a Bentley.
See how that really easily. What up, Melissa? You see how easily that got twisted? You see how that easily got twisted though? Like she started off semi cat corner to the beginning, went all the way to the end. She's just like, now we're here. No, we not. Because she's saying that she got sued, and you're thinking she got sued because the address got posted. So let's continue.
You bought a Bentley and you still basic on the inside. Do you understand?
She calling somebody basic and she broke.
Do you see how that don't match up? Because I'm talking to LaKenya, because I know you watching. So with everything going on in your life, right? Because people send me all kinds of stuff. They've been sending me stuff. I just ain't been speaking on it, right? But all the
Girl, you ain't been speaking
Stuff you
on
got
it because you've been dealing with that divorce, clocking the new girlfriend. Did you tell your husband, your ex-husband, happy Father's Day? I heard he's a new father. No? Okay, let's continue.
going on in your life. You served me yesterday. I got served yesterday by LaKenya. Y'all might know her as Peyton. Her mama gave her the name LaKenya.
She got served like B2K. We're going to go fast forward this because I already reacted to this. So we're going to mosey on down. When does this lady talk? Let's see. She just going to play the whole thing?
Because I keep my foot. God.
Did you hear her say she keep her foot on Peyton's neck? Sounds like a person with no power. Ain't doing shit. She ain't stopped her income, stopped her money flow. She ain't did a motherfucking thing.
It's reignited because I have seen how get out of this in the end.
Intimidated by me, right? You got the house on the hill, right? I done did all of that. I know your address. If I want to pull up, I can, right? But you and I both know I ain't got no gas money. Right? Not that I would. You understand what I'm saying?
Gas money is crazy. Now, it's clear that Boo Bougie she's upset. She's coming off like she's very hurt by Peyton suing her. She's talking about how she's low on funds. So it makes me wonder, what did she say to Peyton to really get under her skin so bad?
That's the problem. Everybody keeps asking that. Why do we not know? Because nobody did their research. If they did their research, they know that Peyton had an issue with Big Bird mentioning her daughter. Her daughter. This is the part that we forget. They always skip that part. They try to make it seem like it's because she making videos about Peyton. Peyton didn't give a damn about that. She brought up her daughter unprovoked after this woman banged on another content creator and said she inboxed Peyton herself to let Peyton know that that woman was talking about her daughter. Peyton didn't even know until she got the information. Now, Peyton stated on Instagram, or was it Instagram or YouTube? She stated on one of those platforms that her aunt told her, or somebody in her family told her, right? So apparently the message didn't get to her from Big Bird, but Big Bird stated herself that she sent the information to Peyton because she was so upset about it. So it makes you question and wonder, why would you go and turn around and talk shit about this woman's child after you done took up for her? Made no sense, right? It's a difference between having a discussion about a situation. First of all, it's none of your business, but it's a difference between having a reaction channel about people and talking about whatever you're talking about versus I like this person, but I'm gonna talk trash about their family. That makes no sense. So Kyron watches her videos. She stated that Kyron watches her videos. Fun fact, because a lot of people are not content creators, right? They're not content creators. So if you're not a content creator and you don't get paid by YouTube, you don't know how things go. When Peyton was in the hospital, a lot of reaction channels, including mine, anybody who would make videos of Peyton, no more of Peyton's videos would pop up. It would be the content creators' videos. Now, I hear a lot of people talking shit saying, why don't Peyton let us talk shit about her and mentally abuse her and harass her like we do Gina Janine? You search Gina Janine's name, all them content creators who make videos about Gina will pop up before Gina's own page. Why? Because they took over her SEO. I'm pretty sure if Gina Janine found out, if people search my name and they can't find my videos and they use other content creators and they'll pop up because they're taking care of my SEO, they taking over my SEO, she might have an issue with that. You know why? Because that messes with their coin. That messes with their subscribers. That messes with their money on. You get what I'm saying? So people always say shit and don't do their research, and that is the problem. Why don't you? Janine never says anything about us. She never brings us up. You type in Chelsea. I didn't even know who the Chelsea girl was. I typed her in. I don't see nothing but reaction channels. Nothing but reaction channels. So I would be upset as a vlogger. I would be upset as a vlogger if these people talk about me so much that if I post a video, it's not going to be seen because this bitch want to do a video about what nail polish I put on my toes today. You know, it just wouldn't sit right with me. You get what I'm saying? So, people like to say stuff, but come on now. Let's be fucking for real.
The point where she wanted to sue a lady that probably couldn't even afford to pay her if she won. Like, what does Peyton get out of this in the end?
You wouldn't know because you don't know what's going on, right? You're asking questions about a subject matter you're not even aware of. Can't even compare the ladies. Goons is the type that see any attention as good attention, all for clicks and views, and some people don't have to do that. Right. What up, Lily? I'm just saying, boss lady, like that's what they do. I'm gonna be honest. You know how we talk about certain things and we actually talk about the topic, like what's going on and how it affects that person. Not this channel, because I only watched this video and I watched a little bit of the other video and it had to do with Peyton. But the other channels that I've seen, they just gossip. Oh, Gina. Okay. They just gossip. They just gossip. They just say, I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden she wanted to sue her. And I don't know why she wanted to sue her, but I feel like that's wrong. Huh? That's what I've been hearing. Now, not all of them. I'm going to do the reaction channels who actually kind of looked into it a little bit more before they really opened their mouth about it. But they can do whatever they want with their channel, but I feel like that's just not fair. Because if you have other people watching your videos and they're like, dang, Peyton just out here doing stuff. They don't know about the SEO. They don't know about if you search a person page and that person talk about them so much, they'll take over the timeline. They don't know that. They don't know if I wanted to see a video of Peyton Charles and this person is talking about her so much and they tagging her, I'm taking over her algorithm. That's not right. Did you say Woodstock? That is fucking hilarious. Not Woodstock. Oh, that's hilarious. Waiting for someone to shoot me a video of Peyton Dog. Oh, okay. You know what? There's a couple of people that clocked her. Wait a minute, Lily. There's a couple of people that clocked her.
But you so intimidated by me, right? Then I know your little
girl. Ain't no way.
I went down the rabbit hole of this situation. I started seeing people say some crazy stuff. So when Boo Bougie said that Peyton told her followers to go and report her page, it didn't shock me because around the time the whole cheating scandal was going on, I remember Peyton telling her people to go and report somebody, but I didn't know it was her.
I wasn't even going to make another video.
Y'all see how she said she went down the rabbit hole, but she still didn't get the facts? So let me tell you how this comes off. This actually makes Big Bird look like she's innocent, right? Nobody knows she attacked Kyron, and nobody knows she was saying all this stuff about Kyron, right? Everybody just like, oh, she just striking her because she didn't like what she said. Your children are your heartstrings. Women would be lying if they say they won't go and beyond, above and beyond for their children, except royalty. A lot of women who are mothers who really fuck, and her, because she don't give a fuck about her dad either. A lot of people who really give a fuck about their kids are not going to allow this type of shit, right? But y'all see how Big Bird has some weight on her here? Man, she looking sick now. I asked in several comment sections, what is the end goal here? Y'all don't like her and say she boring. Okay, are y'all going to make videos every week? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because that's what hating ass 304 cockroaches, mud squirrels do. She didn't go down a rabbit hole. She just jumped on the bandwagon. That's what I'm saying. Like, she said she did all her research. Like, well, she didn't say she did all her research. She said she went down a rabbit hole. Well, apparently she didn't go far enough, right? Because she missing stuff. Like, it's a lot of shit missing in the story. And for people who actually see the whole thing unfold, I know y'all was like, what?
About Peyton, aka LaKenya. But y'all comments tell me y'all want me to. Because if not, why y'all run over here every time I post a video and y'all see her name? Y'all don't watch anything else I post.
Now, on top of Boo Bougie being ganged up by Peyton's followers, I noticed this lady's video came up too. So she was receiving some of the same treatment.
Okay, I've been letting some of y'all just talk because that's all y'all doing is talking. But I'm going to go ahead and address like one or two of y'all because y'all starting to aggravate me. And when I say this, I mean this.
That's Crunch. And she made that video one time and she left it alone. So let me tell you what this video shows, right? If you don't know anything about what's going on factually between Big Bird and Peyton, you would think that Peyton is just upset that people are talking about her. There's videos that I can look at from content creators who have spoken about Peyton, and it was strictly about Peyton, and those videos are still up. Those videos are still up. I don't understand why they don't see that the common denominator is them discussing this woman's child. Don't bring her up. Nobody and nowhere in nobody Bible did it say continue to be malicious and girl. It's the fact that so many dust buckets thinks this behavior scrutinizing social media influence every second of life is wild to me. Watch the vids. And the thing is, Peyton has said why she's upset on her videos on Instagram multiple times. She asked people to report the video because the video was false claims against her daughter. But they ain't bringing that up. They not mentioning that. And even with, let's play back this video because I want to clock something real quick with this.
If not, why y'all run over here every time I post a video and y'all see her name? Y'all don't watch anything else I post.
Now, on top of Boo Bougie being ganged up by Peyton's followers, I noticed this lady's video came up too. So she was receiving some of the same treatment.
Okay, I've been letting.
So the situation between this lady, she said what she said about Peyton, right? She said her opinion on Peyton. Peyton didn't copyright strike her. Peyton didn't sue her. Peyton blocked her. You know how I know Peyton blocked her? Crunch came on the internet and complained about Peyton blocking her. That was the discussion. And then when she came on here talking trash about Peyton because Peyton blocked her, because Peyton didn't like what she said about her, so she blocked her. That's when the PayPals was like, why are you worried about it? If somebody blocked you, why you got to make a video about it? Why you on here talking about it like it's that serious? If she block you, she probably just don't fuck with you. You can move on. There's a lot of people that can't see Jackie Ina's videos right now because she blocked them for whatever reason. I just seen it on my timeline. And it's like, when people get blocked, they get really weird. Like, they just don't be like, okay, she blocked me. It's cool. I probably shouldn't be watching her anyway. No, they get mad. You know how they have y'all seen, I know the age demographic be a little bit different. Have y'all seen Gremlins? It's like when Peyton blocked these hoes, it's like throwing water on Gizmo. That's what it is. And they just like it reminds me of Gremlins. The second Peyton blocks them, they go on this whole dialogue campaign about how they got blocked. It's like throwing water on a gremlin. They just start tripping the fuck out. And it's like, okay, she blocked you. She blocked you. Personally, for me, isn't it weird? Listen, Jackie Ina protected her energy at all costs, okay? I think even people who said they support her, she blocked them. Fuck it. I mean, they just get really upset. They get so mad. And they talk about it. And then when PayPal's or when anybody else be like, hold on now, you girl, it's not that deep. What the, you know what? Don't be coming for me. And like they get mad. And it just get real weird. But she only addressed it, from what I know, that one time after she let everybody know that Peyton blocked her. And they moved on since then. So this is like really super, super old. But it makes me question the content creator, because what was your goal of putting this together? What imagery are you trying to portray based off of information you really not sure about yourself, because you admitted it on your content? That's what I be questioning. That's what I be questioning. Like, okay, girl, what's the motive?
And some of y'all just talk, because that's all y'all doing is when Peyton, y'all gonna stop me from saying nothing, but by y'all getting from you or a better opportunity support you, and they care about your well-being. Of her supporters, her long-term supporters, have been lady, but she ended up finding out that she was blocked because somebody else came and told her that Peyton blocked her for having an opinion. So it seems to me that there is a pattern of, people being blocked because she doesn't have a similar opinion. And it's
so what? People are allowed to block you if you don't have the same opinion. They're allowed to block you. It is what it is. Like, okay, I've been blocked before. I kept it moving. Oh, okay. Must not be meant. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people want to block you, what's the big deal? Why do people get so offended by that? Especially, what up, Pop? Especially since you don't know this person. Like, what's the problem? She shouldn't block me. She should just hear what I got to say. Sometimes people don't want to hear what the fuck you got to say. I know a lot of motherfuckers who don't want to hear the fuck what I got to say. And that's fine. But I ain't going to be like, why aren't you listening to me? Who is this long-faced heifer? You know what, Pop? You don't start.
It seems like Peyton is even taking her frustrations out on the people that really support her.
Oh, you hear her? Seems like she taking her frustrations out on people who support her. Now, here's the issue. Here's the problem, right? I personally feel like Crunch, she was very disingenuous when she was trying to pretend like she was a friend to somebody to give them advice, because if you truly felt like that, you'd hop in the person's inbox. That's just for me, but I'm not built like everybody else. But I already felt like she was disingenuous. I felt like when the situation happened with Peyton, she felt like that was an opportunity to talk about why would you be friends with someone who don't like you? Daphne uses being blocked as a badge of honor. Right. Daphne will say what the fuck she want on here. Shout out to the queen of accountability. Y'all go subscribe to her. She'll say what the fuck she want to those women. They will block her. She will post it and she'll move on. She won't say nothing else. She won't say nothing else. You get what I'm saying? She not going to actively look for these women and harass these women and stalk these women and do all this other stuff. It's over, right? You keep it moving. And that's it. And that's her content. So it's not, you know what I'm saying? These women be hurt bad. Like I was just chilling with her and she just blocked me. Like they just get real weird. So it's like, they're like, why was she blocked? It seemed like she blocked the people that actually support her. So what? She don't want to deal with that energy. That's shiesty energy. Everybody, not everybody. A lot of people in the comment section and a lot of people who are subscribed to me are women. We know firsthand that we can't be friends with every single woman. And the problem, what I say with these content creator channels, y'all try to put two and two together, but it don't make sense. If you want to support or feel like that Crunch was being very genuine on how she came out with Peyton and how she was a homegirl, you don't know this lady. But if you want to take the bat up for her and say she really genuine, and you tie yourself to Big Bird, a lady who has repeatedly tagged Peyton saying nasty stuff to her for the past year and last year, you want to side with that? That don't make any sense. That's like let's say, let me give a better example. Let's say you want to support they can't and they won't, they hate but still envy her lifestyle. Okay, let's say you wanted to support somebody, but that other person you wanted to support because it's a similar story. It's not always going to be the same, is what I'm saying. Like, you could support, like, let's say, because I don't believe Crunch was genuine, but let's say there was another person who rode for Peyton and it was a misunderstanding and they fell out or whatever and they moved on, right? And you wanted to support the person, but then there's another lady and you match them together. You don't match people together. Let me tell you why. People are different. Crunch moved on. Crunch ain't made another video about this situation. She just kept it pushing. She ain't, from what I know, I don't follow her or subscribe to her, but from what I know, since the time she stated what she stated, she ain't made a video about her since. Has anybody seen it? I haven't seen it. Now, she might have, because I don't follow her, but from what I know, I haven't seen her make another video about her, right? She moved on. It was another lady who got blocked. That lady moved on, right? These are people who have moved on, right? 2026, Big Bird still at it. 2026, Big Bird still at it. You cannot support and think I think it's, she just blocked her because look at the facts of what this lady did. The fact that she watched the video of that woman saying it smells like I'm laying next to you in the bedroom, and she didn't second. Crunch ain't even say that shit. It's almost like they ain't watched, them movies where them stalker people who stalk the celebrities and have them all on their wall and shit. What was that movie called? Buzz or some shit? It's almost like she didn't watch that movie, or she didn't watch situations like that, or there's not no bona fide super fans out here. It's a difference between somebody saying, this smells good, to I feel like I'm laying in the bed next to you, and you feel bad for her. I'll be, first of all, when I hear something like that, I'll be like, wait a minute, that's a little off. And then I'll see multiple videos of her tagging her. It's something more there, right? I heard there was somebody else who was talking about Peyton, and then they stopped and they moved on. A lot of people talked about her or discussed her, and then they moved on. This one lady that, in my opinion, she's supporting because she's painting the narrative of Peyton to be the problem. That's what they all should have done. Made a video or two and moved on. The thing is, the videos about Pay gets them the most views. All that other bullshit that be on their channels be not hitting no shit. You know what? I don't know. But I'm just saying, she's supporting a lady who has not stopped yet. A lot of those videos that she took, well, it wasn't even that many. It was a couple of videos that she took down, right? She still quadrupled that amount of videos. So you didn't see video after video after video after video after video after video talk about one person being the same problem. And then she also said it smelled like she laying in the bed next to her. Then you're going off the whim of when she said that she was on Instagram telling her PayPals to report that channel. You don't even know what it's behind, but you just saying it because that's what somebody told you. And that's the problem with gossip. Let me go back. Hold on.
It does make me feel like you don't want to be told the truth. Like, you only want people to agree with you. And
ain't that crazy? Knowing what you knowing about Big Bird. How did you get that analogy? It's almost like you don't want anybody to agree with you. Well, hell, you wouldn't know, because the rabbit hole you went down wasn't holy enough. It wasn't that open enough, because if you did, you would know that she was discussing her daughter, lied on her daughter, and doubled down on lying on her daughter. She also tried to, y'all remember this, she also tried to insinuate that Peyton had her daughter's child. She also, remember that? She said a lot of weird, nasty things. She started trying to make it seem like Peyton was never pregnant. It wasn't real. She said a lot of weird shit. A lot of shit that these other content creators never fucking said. That's why they're not getting sued. So for you to come on here and say, I just don't think she likes people to tell her the truth. What the fuck is that? That's why I say, if you gonna ride for somebody, we all take a risk, including me, take a risk riding for people based off of the information you get. So you better make sure that information is right. Because we trying to sit here, in my opinion, trying to sit here and act like, oh, she just don't like people telling her what they feel or the truth. No, this lady tried to insinuate that Peyton faked her pregnancy. She said a lot of nasty shit and tagged her. She talked about her mother. She said a lot of things. She said a lot of nasty things. So you mean to tell me that's okay? You supposed to be allowed to do all that kind of weird ass shit and it's cool. A lot of the shit that she stated is not even protected under the freedom of speech. But clock that. Clock that. You get what I'm saying? So it's dangerous to have these type of narratives if you haven't did your research. If you had done your research, stated that you done your research, went through every nook and cranny and came up with the same decision, I would just say I disagree. But I can't say that because you did have facts. You didn't do it all because you said so yourself. You didn't know what the fuck was going on. You just jumped right in. Fuck it. That's dangerous. In my opinion, that's dangerous. That's crazy. Because a lot of people who are subscribed to this channel is not subscribed to my channel. A lot of people who subscribe to other people's channel is not going to be subscribed to my channel. A lot of people might flow by the lives or the videos. There's people watching my videos now who have not seen my videos before ever. What up, Eugene? And they just now seeing it. So it's dangerous. But that's the video she did, right? Let's continue playing it.
If they don't, then you make them pay. Because if you only want people around you that agree with everything that you have been switching up on her, people that she's been in communication with for years. And she also talks about being a sensitive person. Now, when I see situations like this with people that, people to mind their business, she doesn't have a similar opinion. And it seems like Peyton is even taking her frustrations out on the people that really support her. Now, in a recent video of hers, she mentioned how some of her supporters, her long-term supporters, have been switching up on her, people that she's been in communication with for years. And she also talks about being a sensitive person. Now, when I see situations like this with people that, genuinely support you and they care about your well-being, these people promote your products, they say nice things about you. When I see that they're being blocked or you're striking their channels, it does make me feel like you don't want to be told the truth. Like you only want people to agree with you. And if they don't, then you make them pay.
Let me tell you how stupid this comment is. There's another young lady. I call her Dookie Moss. Okay, because she's full of shit. So Dookie Moss was under somebody's comments who said, who cares if Peyton lost her child? That is switching up. Do y'all agree? I have the screenshot. It's posted on my community tab. She downplayed the fact that Peyton lost her baby and said, oh, well, that happens to people every day. And she commented that Dookie Moss was under that woman's video commenting that. If you stop watching Peyton videos because you do not watch Peyton's videos, that's fine, right? People watch videos all the time and they stop watching. All right? But why do you go under somebody else's video who publicly says sickening things about Peyton as that? I need somebody to answer that to me. Because this lady just was like, oh, well, people, they lose babies every day. And I was like, God damn, I found out she was a tether. But that's That's making people pay because they don't agree with you? Is that what we're talking about? That's making people, yes. That's like I'm speechless. I can't believe these females think that shit is normal. So that's what we call switch up, right? That's what we call switch up. And if they've been rocking with her and she say they in her DMs and they got some kind of rapport, that's definitely switching up. Because why would you do that? If you want to stop watching somebody because you no longer relate to their content, that's fine. But why comment under a fucking dusty ass Tether's video who said that shit about Peyton? This is why it's a problem when you don't do your research about the people you're trying to ride for because you feel like Peyton is being a mean girl. Because let some shit like that happen to you and somebody go, oh, well, dilly dally, you're not going to like it because it's a fucked up thing to do. It has nothing to do with Peyton being a mean girl or Peyton being sensitive. Yes, Peyton stated that on her video, but nobody knows unless they do their research on these videos and in these comments, or they have amazing mods like me who sends me tea all the time to do that. You get what I'm saying? So you saying that Peyton seems like she doesn't want anybody telling her the opposite of the opinion. No. Shout out to Daphne, y'all. We was just talking about you, girl. Subscribe to her. These chicks are miserable. They're just jealous. But that's what I'm saying. You don't go under nobody's comments who stated some fucked up shit like that. That lady was like, oh, well, she even said it in her video. Well, you know, people lose babies every day. Why would you say some shit like that? And why would somebody who claimed that they just don't watch your videos be under somebody's video like that? That's what we saying about switch up. So when another female who don't know the facts and who get just random information out of their ass because they don't do their research, say stuff like that, they're doing the most. Like you're supporting the fuck shit. Oh, yeah, we go, man, y'all, listen, me and Daphne got a show coming up. We really break down the craziness of these hyenas out here. You would be fucking shocked the length a lot of these hoes will go. They're dangerous. They're dangerous. And this is why I do the videos about Peyton. This is why I do the videos about some of the women who are really, really crazy. They're dangerous and they do a lot of shit behind the scenes and you wouldn't even know it. These women are insane and they need to be behind four walls. They need 3 meals in the cot with some bars. Okay? This is why Shaquilla Robinson is no longer here. You get what I'm saying? There are some women you can't even have community with because you be so nervous because these are the type of bitches you gonna get. The bitch on the screen who look like a golden lord for me to your man. You want to be on the panel, Pop? I got you. Hold on. Oh, shout out to Daphne for that super chat. Hold on. Hold on. Someone has stolen my time!
What if I take off your head? Will you know then?
How could you let this happen? How could you let this happen? Women, if you and this is why I say the girls thing is very flawed. It's not like that. It's not like that. Right? And that's why Big Bird was low and dirty for giving out Peyton's address. And listen, it's we gotta, Daphne, we gotta dig this information up too. All these old board, she do look like a golden lord. Okay, she look like she about to chase Robert Townsend down right now. Okay, lords. Oh yeah, the video is going to be fire because we need to start talking about old birds like this who be jealous of younger women. That has to get out because everything that you witness from Big Bird was her wanting the life she can never obtain herself, so she living through other people. Exactly. They start competing. They start doing stuff. They do a lot of comparisons. Do you know I seen under somebody's video where they said Peyton bought a Bentley because Aaliyah's face bought a Bentley. Aaliyah's face bought a Bentley goddamn 5 years ago. And I'm sitting here reading like, goddamn, bitch. Like when they made one car for one, they didn't make it just for one person. One, two, that was like 4-5 years ago. And Peyton has a completely different car. It's just the same name brand, which is Bentley. Some shit you can't afford, bitch. So why you in this comments doing this weird ass shit? Why do women compare women to other women? This brings me back when I was looking at the video of Beyonce when she went to the thing with her daughter and they was like, look how she aged. What happened to Black Girl Magic and Black Girls is Beautiful? Women are the fucking worst when it comes to looks. They try to say it's the men, but I see women do it so fucking much. It's always the women. Even this bald head bitch was like, what's all that stuff on old girl face? She was talking about, I think, Chelsea or something. They are the first ones to bring up looks. They are the very first ones. When Big Bird start trying to come at me, she start bringing her plump ass daughter on there talking about, oh, my daughter look like this and this what my daughter look like. I'm like, bitch, I don't give a fuck if she look like a character off of Star Wars. Bitch, you ain't saying nothing to me. She start talking about looks. She start posting pictures of me when I was big back in it, and she start talking about looks. These hoes bring this shit up first. Then she want to talk about how Peyton hair look and she got to taste the hair. Her hair holding on for dear motherfucking life. And she want to talk about how somebody do their hair. It's always these old birds. But let's continue.
Because if you only want people around you that agree with everything that you say and do, then it's only a matter of time that those people will switch up on you too. Because those people aren't being their authentic.
This is a bad, didn't, to my black folk, what happened in Juice? What happened? She used Tupac. Like, are you okaying the switch up? We know what he did, right? Okay, whatever. When they're losing, they bring up looks or your deceased loved ones. When they're losing, they bring up your deceased loved ones. They bring up your looks and they recruit other women to hate you too. Let's talk about it, Daphne. Do they not? Amen, amen, amen. They recruit other women to hate you too. Because one woman not hating on you ain't enough. They need about 3 or 4 of them mofos to gang up on you. That's what they want. That's why there was 4 girls beating up on. Well, how many girls was it beating up on that woman? This is some scary shit. These women live amongst us and we think we cool with these women and we think we cool and everything is good the whole time they hate us. Right? Happens to a lot of these women. The only difference is it's happening in real time and we can see it on the screen. And then we can also see the other women support it by not knowing the information, but just going on with an opinion that they have based on non-factual events that didn't even happen. Do you get what I'm saying? She using Tupac like that's a good thing for switching up. No, that's a bad thing. He was killing people. He was unaliving people. He was murdering people.
Selves, they just want to be liked by you. And then
they just want to be liked by you. Wow. They just want to be liked by you. This lady who accused Peyton of not being pregnant in the first place just wants to be liked by Peyton. This lady who talked about Peyton's daughter unprovoked just want to be liked by Peyton. This woman who tagged Peyton and harassed her for months just want to be liked by Peyton. Now, what kind of fucking logic is that with the information you know? This woman who did an imagery of her being in Peyton's house using AI just want to be liked by Peyton. This nigga said, not Wesley Snipes from Demolition Man. Get the fuck out of here. Let's talk about let's talk about Princella for a second. Let's talk about Princella. Okay, so I don't know if a lot of y'all know who Princella is, right? Princella, she calls herself the queen maker, right? When she first stepped on the content creator scene, she talked about men so bad it wasn't even funny. All right. She didn't respect men. She said men should just go bow down while the women be leaders. Right? She said this for some years, right? Talking about how the man has no feelings, talking about how men ain't shit, all that, right? She started dating women heavy. Women showed her how bad she was. Her content changed. Her content changed. She said, damn, I can't just give it all to men. These bitches is crazy. These bitches are crazy. And now she talking about women. Imagine that. This is why you can't always be a girl's girl. You got to use discernment with both sexes. There's some men out there that ain't shit, but there's some women that out there that ain't shit too. You should never put yourself in a position of where you think a woman is harmless and you don't know that woman, because that probably be the last breath you take just on the fact that she's a woman. A lot of women get away with a lot of stuff because they're women. That's what makes them dangerous. We just seen Royalty and her daughter accuse CJ of SA. And now that everybody knows it's not true and they making a joke out of it and everything, everybody done moved on. That's dangerous. They risked that man's life on lying on him to where he can get arrested, locked up. Do you know what they do to people in prison who they hear got paperwork on touching children? They don't live very long. They get them out the paint. So they tried to send this man to a death sentence. That's dangerous. There's a video on my channel right now where this lady was actively telling her daughter to say that a man touched her that didn't because the mother was angry. This shit is dangerous. These are the hyenas. These are the hyenas. This is why I say black women got to delineate from this shit like we got to delineate from tethers. We can't keep, and that's what I'm saying. This girl, Tough Reactions or whatever, I don't know her. She could be a cool woman and know what the fuck she's talking about and really want the best for everybody. But you doing that, people ain't going to be able to tell you apart. People ain't going to know the difference between somebody who considers or could be considered a good woman versus a hyena if you're supporting this shit. If you think this shit is okay. Right? And it wasn't done after that. She said, and when she dropped her baby's videos, I'm going to be right there making a lot of videos. Months and months and months of harassment. And you going to dumb it down to somebody just want to be liked. Yeah, okay.
When they've got what they need from you or a better opportunity comes along, then you're disposable. So it's good to practice better discernment when we choose the people that are close to us. And the people that love you and care about you the most, they're not going to always tell you what you want to hear.
Do you guys think that with all the information you know about Big Bird, she truly love and care about Peyton? This woman has an energy where she talks shit about everybody. Like she talks shit about everybody. That woman around Pay that switched up and ran to tell this lady and op info on her is the very reason why you can't trust. That's the point. Listen, wanting to be liked by a stranger is crazy as fuck. And they say this shit is normal. This shit is normal. Peyton should just accept it, right? She just get over it. I feel like people dehumanize content creators, celebrities, and people with money. because they feel like since I don't go through the same financial struggles as you got a good life. It ain't nothing you should be upset about. That's your story. Life still happens whether you have money or not. And I think that once people realize that shit and wake the fuck up, and they probably won't, once they do that, their life would be a little bit better.
And you see that? That right there? That's why I hate poor people. Because they can't see past their own pain.
Now, that was a joke, but that's for real. A lot of poor people, not all, a lot of poor people can't see past their own pain, right? So they think somebody else's situation is theirs. So if somebody has a situation that upsets them, that bothers them, that frustrates them, that put them in a cold twist, they feel like they should get over it because they can pay their bills. And I don't know where my money's coming from tomorrow. I want everybody to think about that. People need to stop dehumanizing other people who they feel like got 100,000+ subscribers who got money. It's good to have a conversation, or it's good to have a topic on situations. That's always good. People are up for conversation. People are up for all of that, right? Pop, you were supposed to remind me to drop the link. You had one job, Pop. Why the heck would anybody believe everything that these contents allow you to see? Half their life is a lie. You know what? The reason why is because people already got their mind made up about a person when they see them on the internet anyway. They just want somebody who agrees with them to have an excuse not to like that person. Just based off of that. Remember that girl who got arrested for trying to go after Rihanna? She just knew Rihanna was making music and shading her and saying all types of crazy stuff to where she broke in that woman's house. Weird activity. Yeah, she said she felt like Pay was trying to do flex when she overpaid for her that lotion. No, you just living that broke lifestyle because I see she ain't returned the overpayment. Okay, listen. I say this all the time. Whenever you listen to any content creator, use your critical thinking. Right. Even with me, fact check, because I'm not always going to be right. I'll do the best of my ability to, but I'm not always going to be right. I could slip through the cracks. Nobody's perfect. Right. Me loud and wrong. You got to use your discernment. You got to use your brain. But some people don't want to use their brain. A lot of people like to be lied to. They go to the first content creator who's saying what they like and they stay on there. But hold on, because we got a lot to cover tonight.
But I know when LaKenya watches, right, spin the narrative
Do each other better than they ask her mom. So it seems like not only is she hurt, I feel like she really wanted
comment on her video, whatever, ... Never seen her in this light, right? The only reason why I know she got...
Now, if y'all want to talk about playing a victim, she is playing the victim heavy, right? She act like Peyton should be okay with her talking trash about her daughter. She act like Peyton should be okay that she's been harassing and trolling her and tagging her through the whole time she was in the hospital. She act like Peyton should be okay with her trying to spread the narrative that she was faking her pregnancy. That's supposed to be okay. All right, boss lady.
A Bentley is because her videos still come. When you watch somebody for so long, their videos still come across whether you subscribe or not, because I'm not, right?
She a goddamn lie. That bitch got her notification bells on and everything. She's a motherfucking lie. You a motherfucking lie. You a motherfucking lie.
You don't need me. You don't need me. You work for Satan.
You know what I see in this? I see a woman that's hurt, right? But not only is she hurt, I feel like
wow. Say it with me, you guys. Wow. This lady called her Satan, right? She called her Satan, knowing that Peyton go to Bible school and Bible study in church every Sunday. She noticed she might not. Wow. She called her the devil, and all she could come up with was she seemed like she a little hurt. Like, listen, I can never be cool with somebody like this, okay? Because somebody can walk up to me and slap the shit out of me, and this bitch will say, you know what? They might have been a little hurt. God damn! Girl, what? She is blocked. She watching from a new page. Listen, that's crazy. This stalker reached out to Peyton's daughter's family. Yeah, but she just want to be liked, right? I didn't know she did that. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Wow. She just hurt. See how I say this? The internet be weird as fuck. The internet be weird as fuck. That's okay though, right? Because she just want to be liked. That's why you can't take up for everybody unless you know something. Girl, what?
She really wanted to have that connection with Peyton.
But don't you think that's dangerous? She really wanted to have that. If somebody really wants to have a connection with you, right? And you decide you don't want to participate and they act like this, don't you think that person made the correct decision? Why would you take up for some shit like this? That's a little weird. Something going on.
She really wants to be on good terms with her. I mean, even now, I feel like if they were to be in the same room, tension wouldn't be as high. And I feel like there would still be a piece of her that wants to be friends with Peyton.
Y'all, if y'all got a friend like this, get rid of them. Oh my God. Oh my God. Girl will bring you to a KKK meeting and say maybe they have a change of heart. I won't do it. Absolutely not. What? Girl, what?
Yeah. I think Peyton also potentially saw something in this woman as well. Boo Bougie mentions that she had a similar addiction to Peyton's mom, but she also lost her mom. So it seems like there could have been a trauma bond between the two of these women. So then when Boo Bougie started reacting to Peyton's videos, I think that just...
See how she goes. It could have been, this could have happened, shoulda, coulda, woulda. If it was a fifth, we all be drunk. Like, but I mean, people are gonna believe what they want to believe. There's people in the comments like, dang, right? But I seen a bunch of PayPals. This is where the accountability, right? Trauma bond. Like, how does she know this information? What's T on that? Because I ain't never seen that. Did somebody post some screenshots or something? Y'all let me know. But you saying all of this, right? There's a bunch of people under this woman's comments saying, no, this is what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened. That's what happened. This what happened. Da, 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 da. And she's liking the comments and she's acknowledging the comments that she's seeing and she's reading, right? She not going to make a follow-up video. Why? She said what she said, right? That's dangerous. All right. So y'all can go over there and watch the rest of that video. Cause in my opinion, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. And it's a little ridiculous. It is. Cause you like, she got the cape on and it's like, if you had the cape on and it made sense, I wouldn't even be mad. Hell, I ain't mad now, but I'm just saying, at least get the information correct and say, well, you know, this could have been what happened. And maybe she just wants a hug. And maybe if they were in the same room together, and then if something happened to Peyton, well, I didn't know she would do that. Oh, no, you can't be friends with that. So Peyton responds to her, right? Let's go back. Peyton responds to her. Let's go. Hold on, let me make sure I'm sharing this shit. There we go. She sounded a little perturbed. She said, somebody told me she mentioned me. I'm gonna replay it. Hold on. She sounded a little, you know.
Me, so I went to go take a look. And of course So let's just go ahead and hop right into it. I was informed yesterday that Peyton mentioned me, so I went to go take a look. And of course, she's addressing the reaction video I did the other day on Boo Bougie. Now, for obvious reasons, I won't be using her video, so I'll just be giving a summary of most of the things that she said. Now, she starts off.
There she go. You see what I'm saying? For obvious reasons, like, let me play it. Hell.
By saying, you know, she was going to be Beyonce and just ignore everything that's going on. But there's so many reaction channels that are reporting on her situation with Boo Bougie. So Peyton says that this whole thing is not even a lawsuit. It's not a civil. It's not a federal lawsuit. It's something outside of YouTube. And all Boo Bougie had to do was opt out of it. Once she got the paperwork or the email, she could have hit opt out and this would all be over. She said this lady has continued to make videos for 9 months about her because she took 5 of her videos down. She also said that Boo Bougie has made 17.
So she doubled down on it. Casty, I'm sorry, late. I've been dragging the weirdo on your page. She's evil and twisted and a complete liar, deleting all the slanders she put on. Oh yeah, she been editing and you know, I've been accused of a lot of things, right? I've been accused of a lot of dumbass shit, right? Very comical, if you will. But I'm not going to delete anything. I'm not going to edit anything. I'm not going to rush to do anything because when you follow the guidelines and you don't break the law, you don't have nothing to worry about. A lot of these people like to play all day. You get what I'm saying? They like to play all day. And when you play, there's consequences to your actions. What my mama used to say, you don't believe fat meat's greasy? It's greasy.
Videos, but she only took down 5. Okay, so let's go back 8 months ago. This is actually the first video on Boo Bougie's reaction channel. And let's check this one out.
I wanted to come on and to apologize. When you choose to put your life on display, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get people from all walks of life giving a 2 cents on your life. So you can't get mad. I literally just posted a video and my grandson is 20 and they were like, oh, he needs to be out there cutting the grass.
And he probably, what, 21, 22 now? Ain't doing shit.
First of all, watch your walk. That's number one, because you don't know why he ain't out there cutting the grass. Even though
we know why he ain't doing shit. He ain't doing shit because you ain't doing shit.
Well, I agree with the comment as far as, you know, he needs to be out there cutting the grass. You're absolutely correct. So I wasn't mad. I wasn't upset because, like I said, the comment was really warranted and it was really justified if you really ask me because, yeah, he's a male child. He should be cutting the grass. But getting back to Peyton, I learned that from Peyton, you know, because I remember starting YouTube and I would get in my feelings like, oh, this person said that. Like, how do you get so upset because of somebody that you don't even know said, right? So I wanted to come back and make this video because I did make that video and it did appear that Kyron was pregnant, right? And I actually watched the video prior to that, just some random video I was watching, and the girl was saying, was she pregnant? It appeared that her stomach was sticking out. So Peyton, you know you my girl. Now, I don't know about nobody else, but I support you either way. I wanted to come back and say, you're right.
Okay, now this must have been after Peyton had the video taken down. Boo Bougie does seem apologetic about the situation. So it seems like she's telling Peyton, hey, I still support you. You right. I'm wrong.
Do you hear that? You see that? She sound like she apologized to her. Now, she wouldn't know that Big Bird apologized to her and then doubled down and said, I said what I said. She looked pregnant. She wouldn't know that because she didn't fact check. She just saying stuff. This is why I say a lot of these commentary channels, you gotta be careful. You gotta really use discernment. Not she is just as weird. Listen, I don't understand this logic.
Got it. Okay, I will give that to you, but I'm just telling you from an old broad. I'm an old broad. I know you don't watch my videos before because you done commented and I done.
You done cried about it, made a whole stink about it, cried about it, and said you was going to nail that comment on your wall. But according to Tough Love Reactions, she just want to be liked. She just want to be liked, right? That's normal behavior. If you comment on somebody's page out of support and they print that bitch out on the internet, they print that shit out and say they're going to post it on their wall and cry about you. That's what the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? This is what happens when you try to support some fuck shit. You don't know the ins and outs of it. And you might not be as interested, but god damn it, if you're going to speak about it, at least have a little bit of information on it. I'm just saying, like, she just ushering the nigga to the lion's den. Like, girl, what? And to think all this started from someone speaking on her daughter. How did court case info get dragged into it? How does child that tea go be released eventually? We have court logs full of info. Listen, they don't like the fact check. They don't like the fact check, and that's okay.
I posted your comment, but I done printed your comment out and had it in my studio. Y'all know I'm raising my grandkids now.
She admitted that, and Tough Love this is my first time watching all this, right? This is fucking me up, y'all. She admitted that. Everything I said, she confirmed, and Tough Love Reactions still think Lord, discernment is needed, honey, and she need a lot of it. Because clearly, if you go stay and gaslight her and wow. Stay with me, you guys. Wow. That is insane. That is crazy. She admitted that she admitted what the fuck I just said. You can't say I made it up. You can't say I digged it out my ass because she just said it. But she just want to be liked. Girl. I wouldn't get driving directions from this woman. I just wouldn't. She'd send me right to a sundown town, Lord, and say, well, maybe they won't be so upset that you're in their neighborhood. Maybe they're just hurt. Girl, get the fuck out of here.
If you don't know, so it's put up because I don't want it to get messed up. But I just don't want her to feel because I know it was the other young lady video and my video, so she probably seen both.
She act like Peyton signed or autographed something, right? When you get like a picture of a celebrity and they autograph it, like if you had something of Michael Jackson and it's memorabilia and then it'll be worth a lot of money later on down the line. She act like it was that. She talking about she putting it on the wall so it won't get messed up. Like you can't reprint out another piece of paper. Like, never mind.
Video and was like, let me nip this in the bud, like my mama used to say, right?
Now, hearing this, it's obvious that she was a fan of Peyton's, right? And it doesn't seem like there was any ill intent.
Girl! What?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Wow. Can y'all say it with me? Wow. God damn. So look. This is how she, right. This how she do it. This is how she do it, right? Okay. So I heard the other day that Boo Bougie went to Peyton's house, saw that Peyton wasn't home. And when she saw that she wasn't home, she took a picture next to her door, but she seemed like she just wanted to be liked. She camped outside of her house all the way to 4 o'clock in the morning, but it just seems like she had no ill intent. And the other day, she seen Peyton at the store because she knew Peyton was going to the store because she was watching her from outside. But it looks like she wanted to go shopping with her. What the fuck is going on, y'all? This shit is weird to me. That's dangerous as, oh my God. And she keep downplaying. Like, what? She slept outside of Peyton Charles' house on the lawn, but she probably felt that the grass was comfortable. Like, girl, what? This is some weird ass shit. Peyton's like, this lady is after me. This lady is doing this. Well, maybe she just thinks your nail polish is pretty. Huh? Did you think about that? This is what that gives me. You remember Jennifer Love, not, is it Jennifer Love? No, it's not Jennifer Love Hewitt. Jennifer Lopez. When she sat in the car and she told the mother-in-law, he beat me. He put his hands on me, right? And the mama said, what did you do to him to make him so upset? That's what this is giving me that energy. Girl, I don't, are we okay? Like, maybe we're the problem. Maybe we're the drama. Okay. Maybe when people start doing weird shit and we want to like back away from the weird shit, maybe we should accept it and get hurt. Maybe we're overthinking it. Did she really say that, y'all? This is crazy as hell.
Kyron is my baby. Now, I went ham and messaged you when old girl was talking about Kyron.
Then why would you turn around and do the same thing? Does that make sense? You know what? These are what I call weak links. These are what I call weak links. They'll have you down bad. They'll have you down bad. And then the thing about tough reactions, right? She loses all of her logic, right? Because she says that Peyton is wrong, or, well, she didn't say it, but she's talking about the fact that Peyton sent copyright claims to take down her videos. She wouldn't know that Big Bird sent me a copyright claim to take down mine. Would she? A lot of the things that these content creators are discussing that Peyton has done, that they claim that Peyton has done to Big Bird has done to me. She has sent me copyright claims and said I did it, and what's good for the goose should be good for the gander. So what's the problem? Do you get what I'm saying? Even with them talking about her suing me, that's fine. Everybody has the legal right to sue somebody. Everybody does. But I'm going to tell you right now. You know what? Why spoil the surprise? And, you know, you got all these YouTube lawyers who got all this information and couldn't even get this woman's GoFundMe up. If they had any information about law, they wouldn't walk around talking about she got sued. They would have said it was a copyright claim. They had this woman running all over town, up and down, and stressing out when she could have just signed a piece of paper. But they want to give her more legal advice. Oh, okay. The blind lead the fucking blind. Child.
I don't play about kids. My kids, your kids, nobody kids. I don't play about kids.
And then after this video, she said, I said what I said. She looked pregnant. She doubled down. So you playing some kind of way. She recently did a video talking trash, talking about what you gonna do, what your daughter gonna do. You not setting your daughter up for this. You talking about her daughter again. That's what I'm saying. But according to Tough Love Reactions, she just wants to be liked. This reminds me of Get Out. It does. It truly does. I think of that black lady who was like, oh, no. That's what it gives me.
But, let me just say this. Kyron is 20. Kyron is not a kid. My grandson is 20. He's not a kid. But that still doesn't make you feel any better knowing that someone has something to say about your child.
I don't know if y'all noticed. I don't know if y'all notice, but anybody who tells you any information or tries to apologize and end the sentence or starts the next sentence with "but," none of that shit before even mattered. It's like a start over card. Okay, I like the way your hair looks, but now you about to talk shit about it because you really don't, right? I know kids are off limits, but you don't give a fuck about that. But kicks it right out the damn window. Fake as hell.
Especially if it was negative, especially if it was untrue. When you look at that section of the video, Kyron does appear to be pregnant.
Usually when you apologize for somebody about something, you don't have to do any type of splaining. Was she scratching chips out of her head? You know what? You don't have to do all the extra splaining. I'm sorry. I apologize. I did not mean to offend you. I wouldn't even come off that way. You said she wasn't pregnant. That was my mistake. Now, mind you, she didn't find out about this till later. Right? Everybody else knew that well, I didn't. I had no idea that Peyton was pregnant. Listen, I was on Instagram and I scrolled past and I seen a picture of her in her dress and I liked the thing and I was like, "Oh, she looks pretty." And I kept it moving. I had no idea. So I was left in the dark too. But that was my fault. I didn't look at the other pictures and everything like that. I just liked the shit and kept it moving. Okay. Sometimes I just, ooh, squirrel. It happens.
But like you said, it was fanny pack. And like I said, I had my daughter at 16. So it ain't no shame and it wasn't no blame being put on your daughter. So I just want to say from one mother, one grandmother, well, I'm a grandmother and you a mama. But from one to another, girl, I love you. I apologize. And it was nothing. It was not a malicious intent.
Now, one of the comments said, I only heard you say it looked like a baby bump. You never said that it was a baby bump. And to actually get accused of spreading a rumor is wrong. Looking like a baby bump and actually having a baby bump is two different.
So she fact checks by going in somebody else's comments and not looking at the actual interaction between the two. Let's see if she has the screenshot of Peyton and her talking. And I don't even know where they got the screenshot from. Because from what I remember, I don't think Peyton. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn the wheels. Peyton wasn't talking about her. When Peyton made that, remember that short that Peyton made on YouTube who said stop spreading rumors or whatever about my daughter and da 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 da. She did a video of that, right? That's how I started talking about Big Bird. That's where it started. Because Big Bird was trying to be like, pick me, it's me. Girl, you was talking about me. That's how I seen her comment. And I'm like, I don't think she was talking about her. I want to say, y'all correct me. Wasn't she talking about like King Talk with Mimi or somebody else? She was talking about somebody else. She was not talking about her. The other girl Z. She was talking about the other girl Z. I knew she wasn't talking about her because I made a whole video about it. All right, girl, watch the playback. See you later, woo. You get what I'm saying? That's why I made a video because I'm like, she wasn't even talking about you. And look at you. Pick me, Miss Clifton. Miss Clifton. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so she was talking about Z. She wasn't talking about King Talk with Mimi. She's talking about Z. Okay, cool. So she was talking about her and she inserted herself. And I know that because I made a video about it. Because I was like, why would she insert herself like that when nobody was talking about it? I thought that was the weirdest shit ever. So I was like, I'm going to make a video about it. I didn't tag Big Bird. I didn't send a back signal. Big Bird actually came looking for me. She could have went her whole life without even knowing that I made a video about her. But hey, what do I know?
Things. Never allow anyone to gas Peyton for taking the videos. I appreciate your comment, love. Now, I don't remember Peyton saying this lady apologized to her, but in her live yesterday, she said she found out the lady had a reaction channel and she was insinuating her daughter was pregnant and she was attacking Peyton for taking the videos down. Now, you got to be careful when you're saying certain words like attacking you because people are going to automatically jump to your defense. But Peyton also mentions that they used to.
She literally said she was going to keep talking about Peyton because the PayPals was talking to her. She said that. She posted the screenshots. This is why I say this is all bad. Who cares if you make 50 videos about one individual and that's the only person you feel like you need to make videos about? She stated that they only watch me when I post Peyton, so I'm going to do videos on Peyton. That's what she did. But she
support
loved
each
her.
other. Like she supported the lady supported her. So I'm wondering, why couldn't you have just reached out to the lady and had a conversation with her instead of.
Do you hear what she just said? She said, why didn't you just reach out to the lady and have a conversation with her? She said it with her whole chest. She did. And you would have known that had you actually went down the rabbit hole. She did. She did. And what did Boo Bougie did? Boo Bougie posted it on display for everybody to see. And what did we see Peyton say? Hey, man, I thought we was cool. I thought we had rapport. Like, why would you do that? Like, Peyton told her what the issue was, right? And what did Big Bird do? Reposted it on her YouTube. Talked about it, laughed about it, griped about it. This is what I say about gossip channels. You're not even trying. And it feels like you're painting a narrative to support somebody who I personally wouldn't be supporting. I personally won't, because from what I'm looking at, it don't look good. Y'all think things is bullying and copyright claims and everything. Don't even know what a copyright claim does. Somebody brought up Tasha K and she said, no, it's not like Tasha K. Tasha K did something about medical records. Didn't Big Bird talk about this woman's pregnancy? Just saying. Just saying. That's dangerous. Now, I'm not going to watch the rest of the video. If y'all want to be entertained by that, you can go ahead. But I just wanted y'all to see that and understand why I was like, wow, she's trying to hold her accountable for information she's not even aware of. Peyton definitely reached out to her. She definitely reached out to her. We saw it because Big Bird wouldn't shut up about it. Everything that transpired between Big Bird and Peyton, Big Bird has told us. We don't have to ask Peyton nothing. She gonna tell it. I'm telling you. But that's the danger of that. So I'm going to look at this another content creator, right? We have spoken about this content creator before. We have spoken about this content creator before. Hold on. Let me see where she's at. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so this content creator here. Hold on, let me pause it. This person here is just me CMB. Okay, so let me tell you the tea about just me CMB. When I started doing content on a situation of what I saw coming long time ago, this situation between Big Bird and Peyton, I seen it coming long time ago, right? I seen it coming from a mile away. I spoke about it. Just CMB did the same thing. She heard copyright claim. She heard Peyton going around, pulling her muscle or whatever, the narrative that everybody was spread at the time. and she went along with that, right? But then at one point in time, in that moment last year, she saw the woman, Big Bird, tagging Peyton, harassing Peyton, like just doing the most, right? She saw this. Okay. She decided to speak on it. Oh, girl, I don't know about all that. I don't think you should be tagging her. It don't seem like it's commentary at this point. It seems like you kind of harassing this girl. Big Bird got mad and they got into it. You know how I know? I made a video about it. Now, just CMB brought me up. She didn't say my name, but she brought me up in the last video because she said, yeah, she made videos about me or whatever. And da 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 da. No, I didn't. She didn't say I made videos about her, but she said I spoke about her. I did. I did. I did. I said she looked like the Wicked Witch of the East off the Wiz. I did say that. And let me tell you why. I don't care about people having a different opinion from me. But when she said I was too invested and I'm crazy and all this other shit, I responded to that. That's where she lost me. You can have your opinion, but that's when I start going left. And then I thought it was entertaining that the person that you came caping for, that you were supposed to, she said she didn't support her, but it came off as support, right? And I found it interesting. The person that you came off as supporting, you started to see the same thing I was seeing. Thought that was very interesting. Now, I ain't got no ill will toward her. It was what it was. But if you talk about me, I'm just gonna talk about you back. That's just what it is for me. You don't talk about me, I don't talk about you. That's just me. Okay. I know a lot of people who make opposite content and I make opposite opinions of what the fuck I gotta say, but they don't talk shit about me. And I'm fine with that. They even react to my videos and have disagreed with me and said they don't agree with me and didn't talk shit. It's okay. But the second you start calling me crazy and saying I'm too invested in shit, I'm gonna talk shit too. Because since we name calling, we just go name call. All right. So I just want to clear that up. Other than that, I ain't got no problem with just CMB. But I like the fact that just CMB actually does her research. I love that for her. I really, really do. I like when people actually do their research because if they do their research and they look at what they're looking at, they'll come to the same conclusion I have when I did my research. Just saying. I don't mind research at all. Um, None of this had anything to do with Danny Glover. She wanted to be tethered on. That's what I'm saying. I think she is Caribbean. I do. Speaking of tether, I do. I think she is. She went beyond that to say Peyton was pretending to be pregnant, insinuating she was taking Kyron's baby. Yes, that's what I'm saying. But she just want to be liked. That shit is dangerous. So CMB did I think I'm going a little too ahead. CMB has stated that she feels like Peyton shouldn't even be copyright striking Boo Bougie. She thinks she should go ahead and file them charges on her. Okay? So she think, hey, she needs to go file some harassment charges on you because you're doing too much. She stated that at least twice. So that's interesting. I don't honestly see where she's wrong about what she thinks. But that is something to consider. That is something to consider. Let's see. Hold on. I'm just gonna do this recent one. You guys go to her channel and watch her other videos of Peyton, but I do want to go over the one that I watched. Hold on. Because somebody told her to go do something for content, and I welcome it. Hey, listen, get your money. If you got the money to go get the paperwork, get the paperwork. I ain't mad at you. The content game is the content game. I ain't mad one bit. Go on, get it, girl. Let's see. So the first one she had was, why did Peyton Charles do this? And then the other one was just the details. I think this other video is something new. I don't think it's a video. Hold on. Okay. I think this video is the one. Okay, so she was making videos about Peyton, right? I want y'all to look at this person right here. TXT 2005. Texas T. You will see Texas. Y'all PayPals, let me know in the comments. Have y'all seen this person? You go to every single video that has to do with Peyton Charles, you will see this channel and every single comment. There are at least 3 or 4 channels like this that you will always see in the comments about Peyton Charles. And look, see, where did you actually see Peyton's address being exposed? Blah, 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 blah. Peyton is reading gossip sites word for word. Da, 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 da. And she said, I didn't. That's what she said. So, Texas, I think it's Texas. TX stands for Texas, in my opinion. Yeah, she's worse than the Melissa one. Do you get what I'm saying? It's the Melissa. It's the Texas. This is what I say is dangerous for content creators, right? Because if you see a certain amount who has so much vitriol and so much animosity towards somebody they do not know, you have to wonder what they would gain by this. Because this is the same channel where Peyton posted on her Instagram, she went under somebody's video that ain't had nothing to do with Peyton and asked if they can talk about Peyton. It's so interesting how you can interact with somebody who is off their rocker, and just because you don't agree with a person 100%, you'll link up with a crazy. You'll link up with a crazy. I've made that mistake before. In the CJ So Cool sector. I most certainly did. We made that mistake before. Haven't we? CJ supporters. We have. We've made that mistake before. We've interacted with people and they ended up being like, oh no, we can't do, you doing too much. It's never that serious. It's never that serious. You got to be careful, because now whoever this Texas T person is, Texas TEA, I wouldn't even know what that stands for. Texas tea, like drinking tea, like a gossip channel. And they're in Texas too. They have to be if they have the TX, right? Because TX stand for Texas, right? If there is somebody named Texas T, TX for Texas T, saying all this messed up stuff about Peyton, they're in Texas. Do you know how dangerous that is? Do you see how dangerous that is? That's crazy, right? That's right. Like, I need y'all to pay attention to this. Texas T may be a Peyton former friend of hers. And that's even more dangerous because they're in close proximity, if that is. That's very close. That's in close proximity for somebody that you know. Texas tea. Oh, oil. Oh, thank you, Eugene. Look, I learned something today. Texas tea is oil. Okay. Black oil. Look at me. I'm learning today. Okay. But that's even dangerous if it's a former friend, because somebody that close to you is doing this. And everybody's comments, talk about Peyton. Talk about Peyton. She's everywhere. She not the only one. Dookie Dumas be in the comments too. And I'm like, if y'all stop fucking with somebody, then y'all just stop fucking with somebody. Not y'all. Y'all gonna be everywhere Peyton name is. I think that's weird. I think that is weird as hell to keep track of somebody you don't know. This woman has done that often. She's under every single page. Every single page. She came to my channel first, talking about she is a, what did she say she was? I think she said, hold on. Hold on. I'm going to Google. Hold on, because I have it. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to read what she said because it's on my page. Hold on, y'all, because I want to get the word, I want to get the verbiage correct before I state it. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. She was in Big Bird comments too, and she was in Tough Love Reactions comments. She posted TLR, bid when I say you did your big one, Miss Thang. Now pay, go take some lessons from AF, which is 10 years your senior. Now, does the class have any questions? With a bunch of exclamation marks. Like, she gets excited when people talk about Peyton. And when y'all give me a chance, I'm going to post this on the community wall, because this is some scary shit. So as a content creator, you're engaging with this person, thinking this person is just here for the content. And it might be a little bit more than that. Right? Let's see what else she said. It's funny how Payne ain't in these comments. She is steering away from the commentary that provides the facts all to see. Where are you now? Right? She's everywhere. Everywhere. So she went under this new well, she's not new. She's been here. I just seen her. Her name was Common Sense on Social, right? And Texas T said, can you get some commentary on Peyton Charles? And the commenter said, I can't, unfortunately. She wouldn't even, like, girl, my content is my content. Then she was under Big Bird's comments saying, baby, create you a members only and run up on that lawsuit conversation. Nobody bold enough to have. Why she want the lawsuit conversation to be talked about? Why she bring that up? That's a little strange. She's under Just CMB's thing again on another day. You're skipping over facts. TLR broke the facts down, including timeline, not hearsay. Not hearsay. I think she was trying to say hearsay. But Peyton isn't suing for harassment, but she is suing for copyright infringement. Also, filing complaints while hospitalized is insane. But I guess sometimes popularity wins, but truth prevails. Now, this is coming from a lady who clearly stated that she wanted Big Bird to go over the lawsuit. She's obsessed about this lawsuit. That's a little weird. Child, it's the cap for me and the victimized response. This commentary doesn't have all the facts and obviously has something against Boo and barely has the facts. This is Texas T saying this under multiple channels. Multiple channels. Here's another one. It seems you missed your own advice, but I'm not here to fight about someone, but the principles need to prevail. Pay is acting like she controls what goes in and out of social media and continues to bully people as if she is the biggest fish, all because of a few coins that we helped her get. She ain't sent her no money. She ain't sent her no money. What is she lying for? Nothing I said was a lie. The information is publicly disclosed and are facts to her long list of lies. The only reason why it's that deep is because Peyton made it that deep. Again, no one would care if she would stop bullying and suing people. Boo is a stranger, and look what Big Fish is doing. She is getting and will continue to get her karma until it's all done. Welcome back, Cheryl. That's so weird, right? Here's another one. And oh yeah, I never been evicted. Somebody clocked her and said she's been evicted. That shit is hilarious. I'm like, girl, what? I've never been evicted. I've never been sued. I've never sued someone because of their opinions. I haven't been sued for child support by someone who raised my child. I've never sued someone's ex for $1 million for reasons of being cheated on, and nor do I keep up drama. And another thing, nor do I make content as a means of income or employment, but Peyton do and does. That was you? Ah, girl, I seen it. I fell out. I fell out. I fell out. Girl. Oh my God, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. This woman, whoever TXT is, and everybody's engaging with this crazy. It says Peyton's real name has showed up in her actual vlog. She has to re-edit her vlog. I believe there was a vlog where her daughter ordered DoorDash and her real name was on the bag of the order. God damn. You can't see the comments because I'm reading them from my phone, but I have them. I'm going to post it on the community wall. But I got a bunch, but I'm going to repeat one that really was like, because this is what she was in the beginning. This was when she was in my comments. Hold on, let me get it. This woman is in everybody's comments asking people to discuss Peyton. I found that to be very interesting to request that. And that content creator, ended up going to her page. She ain't got not one page. She don't do Peyton content. So it wouldn't even make sense for her to do Peyton content. I mean, we can all start, right? Just because, anybody can start. But she never had the inkling to do it on her own. So I know that lady was like, that's a little strange to request that. Like, why would you request that? Like, that's different. Child, you better run for the hills. Okay, she says all this drama around Peyton is behind a man that she is fighting tooth and nail to keep views for profit, controlling the narrative, and no peace. Everybody ain't jealous. Hyena has vlogged Peyton's entire lawsuit along with a how to guide on access to the lawsuit. Girl, she didn't even say this right. But she isn't getting copyrighted or sued. Peyton is too grown for these antics. I'm not aware of anyone aspiring to be the next Peyton Charles. She seems as if she's losing the plot in real time and it's unraveled. What if this was your sister, cousin, or friend? Would you have the same reaction? What the fuck are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. If this girl is in Texas and she used to be a friend of Peyton's and she's in close proximity, that shit is dangerous. Look, she just an FYI. Peyton Marie Charles is searchable, and as a part of the suit that Pay filed, a lawsuit is public record. That's what she's saying. And anybody who says anything messed up about her, she's like, yes, girl, exactly. She and everybody else's comments talking about she is mentally unstable. But you're in every single. You remember that lady I reacted to the last live? She was under her video too. So what I am saying about this particular channel, you guys have to watch out who be in your comments engaging, trying to get you to talk about this and try to get you to talk about that. That's a little weird. That is something I would just be like, girl, what is going on? She was in the Tethers video the other day. Can we get some commentary on the PMC videos that are being posted? LOL. She's actively going to content creators' pages requesting for them to speak on Peyton Charles. This ain't nuts to y'all? She telling another content creator, come on in, come back so you can talk about Peyton. That's weird, right? Why would somebody do that? 'Cause Look, I suggest taking notes, updates from her court case to discuss the status and milestones of her current litigation process with her, commentary on her posts and her videos and punchlines. She's telling Big Bird to do all of this. This Texas T chick is going under every content creator's videos, telling them to talk about Peyton, telling them to talk about Peyton's court case. This is crazy. This is crazy. Look, I'm here for it all. Thanks, T. Now, this is what she said under mind. Since you're not going to be on the naughty list, Pay needs to find another way to pass time. She has too much smoke for someone or something that doesn't affect her or livelihood. She didn't have all this smoke for her baby daddy, who was in a relationship at the time they met during their relationship. And I'm sure now during her pregnancy, Pay has taken the time to sue his ex-girlfriend and has alleged that the ex-girlfriend is the stalker. Who sues somebody who hasn't blasted their side of the story, hasn't come into the comments and antagonized you? But Pay has made a bag with having an entire, very detailed series about the cheating scandal posted in conversations on her blogs between her and the baby daddy and from the ex-girlfriend with question mark. She needs to be worried about her baby daddy not being able to afford her and Kyron's lifestyle. This is some strange behavior. Like, I ain't never seen, you know, they say you be invested, but goddamn. And then here's another one. Another PSA. A motion to dismiss was filed and granted in the ex-girlfriend, and she has in parentheses, Maserati favor. Pay LaKenya has to refrain from posting, publishing, otherwise disseminating any personal information, workplace information, or family details of ex-girlfriend, and she put the quotes Maserati on social media or any public platform. That's what the Beyonce of Dallas gets. Now, we all looked at the case. I didn't see any of that. So I'm like, why would she say that? And who the hell, why does she keep calling the alleged ex-girlfriend Maserati? I'm going to post these on my community wall because I always thought that was weird. She said Maserati. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Pay needs to find another way to pass. Okay, she posted that same comment under multiple channels and multiple videos. She posted it in at least 3 or 4 videos. Anybody had done a video about Peyton, including me, she's been in my channel too. What else? She hold on. Because I was gonna talk shit. Because I'm like, girl, what the fuck wrong with you? Let's see. He knows the background about the situation with Kyron as to why she lived in Chicago and will use the situation. At the moment, Pay is using her entire relationship for content. I don't remember her doing that. That was weird. She copied and pasted the same thing about Peyton having too much time in her hands and doing all this, that, and the third. She posted it under multiple videos, copy and paste with different content creators. This Texas T chick. I don't know who she is, but I really thought it was weird. Remember, this is what's this lady name? It's another content creator who did a video on Peyton, which is another video that Peyton didn't get struck down. Imagine that. And she said, this is a PSA. The lawsuit that Pay LaKenya filed against this lady, and then she got the quotes again, Maserati, is fucking sad. This lady, then she got the quotes again, Maserati didn't fucking harass Pay, quotes LaKenya. This lady, quote, Maserati, did what any hurt girlfriend would do. Pay, in quotes, LaKenya failed to mention in her harassment suit of how she was provided the daytime and the address of the location to the lady. And then she has in quotes again, Maserati. Why does she keep putting what the fuck? What is going on? Why is that relevant? What the fuck does a Maserati got to do with anything? That's so stupid. Was also assaulted by defendant's boyfriend. Big. So, and she has that in quotes. So who is being harassed and who is trying to silence this lady? And then she has quotes again, Maserati. I can't and will not support LaKenya. She spun the narrative. She is nasty as fuck. PayPal's need to read this harassment suit, and this woman is lying her ass off. Now, these is months of timelines. She's copied and pasted this under multiple content creators' videos, mind you. Here's another content creator. And how I know is because the screenshot with the video is under different content creators, so you know it's their page. So there's a timeline of this Texas T 2005 chick posting this multiple times and posting things like granted motions and all, talking about the court case and calling the lady Maserati. I just thought that was fucking weird. And I'm like, what is wrong with this chick? Let's see. Okay, that was the one here. This lady is nuts. And she be in people comments all the time. All the time. If you know what? They have ways that you can track people with their through their names. Like there's a way you can get their, like, who's behind the thing. That's why I say with trolls can do whatever they want. But if they look, she was under Big Bird's comment. Remember that time Big Bird posted the picture of Peyton's boyfriend? She was on here like, bam, to the hospital. LOL. Yes, Pay has gone too far. Like, she's in every comment. Like, this is crazy. So if that lady who came just left, who said, what if this is somebody she knows? If this is somebody she knows, she's dangerous. She's dangerous. Okay, so this is where she commented on my page. She said, first, social media is not my expertise or my career choice. However, as a cybersecurity manager, that's what she said. She says she's a cybersecurity manager, because she spelled that wrong. And I'm like, bitch, you doing cybersecurity and you don't know how to spell manager? That's a little weird. So she brags about how she's doing cybersecurity, which is tech. Everybody knows about tech. Like, girl, what's so special about that? Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, she's been in she said, I'm disappointed, but you came for her. Let it go, honey. I don't understand this. This lady, I have screenshots and screenshots and screenshots of whoever this Texas T chick is, 2005. Like, so this is a warning to all the content creators out here who do reactions. Be careful. Be careful, because you guys may be doing commentary just like me, just to do commentary, but some people take this shit too fucking seriously. They take things too goddamn far. And that's why I say it's dangerous to continue to portray like, oh, Peyton's a mean girl. This woman has been here since day one in everybody's comments. And she's in Texas. That's scary. These people are unhinged. I will never understand the hate they have for Peyton and don't know her at all. It's weird. So that's why I'm giving a little warning out there. If the content creators watch my channel, y'all check and see if Texas T is in y'all shit. Okay? It's getting a little weird. Now, she probably going to change her name now because she caught. She probably going to change her name tomorrow to Onomatopoeia. I don't fucking know. But this is the dangers of the internet. This is how dangerous these things get. This bitch can work at Domino's and you could order a pizza and she could recognize you and it's up. It's up. You get what I'm saying? You really got to be careful. Forensic investigators can see who is behind the comments. I'm positive that's Big Booger's new friend. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, some of them do watch. Some of them do watch. I'm gonna go over CMB's video, but yeah, I'm only gonna do a little bit, and then y'all can watch the rest.
So we all know that Boo Bougie has been consistently harassing Peyton, right? We also know that Peyton has not filed any kind of criminal charges, about the harassment, which I think is very interesting. I mean, so the thing is, Peyton is saying, I don't want to be harassed by you. Hey, Stina. I don't want to be harassed by you. But I do want you to understand that what you are doing cannot continue. And that's fair, I'm tired of the drama. I'm tired of you feeling like you have some type of ownership over me, calling her demons and stuff. Like, why do you even feel that you have the ability or the...
I tell you why. Because Tough Love Reaction says she's hurt. So it's okay because she's hurt. You know why it's okay because she hurt? Because Tough Love Reactions said it's okay because she's hurt. Did I answer it?
right to judge her. You always want to quote the Bible. I'm talking to Boo Bougie now, y'all. She always wants to quote the Bible.
Yeah, Texas T commented under my video I made on Pay, and I didn't even do a reaction. I was just speaking my mind. Wow. That's crazy. That's dangerous as hell, man. I know people like to make videos and content and shit, but this shit's starting to get a little scary, especially since now let's put it all in perspective, right? Let's put it all in perspective. Okay. Everybody coming on here saying Payne's a bully, she copywriting, striking people, and and she's upset because she was doxxed and it's dangerous. Look at all the information that's come out that's been happening. The woman said she could have came seen her, but she ain't got $10. Does that mean if she had $10, she'd come see her? Like, this is crazy. And then you got this Texas T chick and a lot of content creators videos, including mine, constantly bringing up Peyton, constantly bringing up the court case, constantly bringing up her daughter, constantly bringing up everything that she feel like she know about Peyton on everybody's channel. And Peyton has been doxxed, and that individual knows where Peyton is. Y'all don't see that's dangerous? If we are going to protect women, can we pay attention? By the way, how are you, Raven? I don't know, Raven. Have you been in my chat before? I think that I'm not sure. But she just said that same Texas T channel commented on her video. Like, what's tea? No. No, too soon. Okay. We need to pay attention. Like, that's dangerous. That's really, we gotta really, if you doing it that much and you talking about Maseratis and court cases and all this other stuff, and you're in Texas too, and you're going under people's comments telling them to talk about this woman, and you going to other content creators who's not even talking about anything, and you're like, I need you to talk about Peyton. That's a little weird. So by knowing all this information, Peyton should be upset. She has a baby at home. She has her daughter there. She has her dog there, and she's there. Just because she makes a lot of money and she's on social media does not mean she can get harassed. That's not what that means. I want y'all to see when I say the stuff I say, I just don't be saying shit. I try to fact check as much as I can. Long ass paragraphs giving very much obsessed. It's wild. See, and she did a long ass paragraph under me too. A long ass one. Talking about mortgage payments and hospital bills and all types of stuff. CMB is another one who crosses the line in her reactions. She has looked up people evictions and marriages license as well. Someone real name was reacting, so she's something too. But evictions, those are public. If it's on the internet, it's public information. So, I mean, I've done videos on court cases all the time, right? It's public information. So if it's out there, it's going to be out there. So if you got an eviction, like the shit that happened with Peach McIntyre, I would never go to that lady's well, I don't have an issue with Peach. I think Peach is hilarious and she just gets her money, and I think half of the stuff she says she just say for to get money. But I seen where all them women showed up to her eviction hearing. And I was like, "What? To an eviction hearing?" She said they all showed up. She said it was about 4 or 5 of them. Now, if one of them want to go in there, that's cool. But she said it was like a bunch of them. And I was like, damn. And she's like, yeah, them bitches was all up in there and ha, I didn't get evicted or something like that. And then she turned around and got it at the house. And, you know, I stopped watching after that. I watch Peach very seldomly. I don't think I don't think I follow her. I don't think Peach is different. She's definitely different. But I don't have an issue with Peach. Peach take care of her kids, and I will always respect a woman who takes care of her children. Just saying. But yeah, somebody suggested for CMB to look at the case. I feel like she should. It's public. It's public information. Why not? I'm not against that. So
Yet she is the first one to do or say things that go completely against what it stands for. And then she act like she thinks she's that girl's mother, you know. Now Peyton put up a video on her Instagram. I did not see it personally. I did see it over on Pine's channel. Shout out to you, Pine.
yes, Pine. I've never heard of Pine. I gotta go watch because I seen another content creator do a reaction to Pine, and she was pretty funny. She was interesting. And the other girl was interesting too. So I don't think we'll have time to go over those 2 videos. We're gonna just do this one, and then I'm gonna get up off of here. But we're gonna do a part 2 because you know we got our part 2s and our part 3s and our part 4s and our part 5s. But who even has the time for that? I'm not summoned to court. I definitely ain't going for a stranger. Listen, different strokes for different folks. I like looking at court cases, but I don't see the benefit of going to an actual eviction. I mean, you already kind of know the process, right? You either pay or you leave. Don't give me the line. I don't know the process of an eviction. I've never been evicted before, but I would think that it's either pay or go home, right? No? Y'all let me know in the comments. Shit, hell, I don't know. I got a mortgage. And even when I was renting, I made sure rent was paid. So I don't know about evictions, but then again, I think it's better if you like deal with like people who actually just own the property versus going through these companies because they be having late fees and all types of stuff, right? I don't know. But yeah, I personally wouldn't be going to an eviction court hearing because I feel like that's pretty much, I mean, that's it. Like they ain't no extra oomph to it. It's just you can live here one day or you can't. It ain't no like, yeah. So I get that part. I wouldn't be at an eviction hearing.
I wasn't able to get the raw of it, but I do have you know what she said. We're going to talk about some of the details of what she said. like I said, I am on my phone, so I am only able to do so much. I cannot play the video, but we can still definitely.
I'm gonna speed it up a little bit because CMB, she takes a little time to get to her point. No shade, but I'm gonna speed up a little bit.
But I don't think that it should have been how it was. Now the videos that Boo Bougie did that actually tagged Peyton, I probably would have struck them and took them down. Now, the way the striking system works really is that uh, it's supposed to be about copyright, and it wasn't really all copyright that she came after. I feel that she did use the ability to strike in a way.
That part about CMB I found really interesting, that she said she would have copyright struck her too if she tagged her. Well, that's exactly what happened. And you spoke against it in the beginning. And again, that's why I say it's difficult to kind of side with somebody because you feel some type of way. You got to listen to the full story first, because Big Bird showed exactly who she was after that. You get what I'm saying? Like, even after that situation where I said what I said about CMB, I didn't make 5 or 6 or 7 or 30 videos about the lady. Ain't nobody got time for that. So it's a different way on how Big Bird reacted, where it's like, whoa. So I like the fact that I'm not the only content creator talking about this, because they get to see what I see. And the fact that they're saying that TLR agrees with that, probably enjoys Texas tea in her comments. I don't know. But what I say, you can speak up for something, because we all have our own opinions. We all have our different walks of life. But I like being on the right side of situations if I can. I don't like being on the wrong side, and that don't feel too good for me. But everybody's different.
That she shouldn't have used it. Um, it's just that's not what it's for, and I hate that people do that. Now, I do agree that Boo Bougie is
I think she just double talked, because she says she don't agree with that, but she just got through saying she probably would have did the same thing, didn't she? The ones that she tagged her in. I think that was double talking. I think she double talked.
not one to use the system the correct way. She did have uh, issues and situations on her videos that would fall under copyright claim, under the ability.
Okay, she's talking about copyright. So I'm going to explain my perspective on copyright. She has her perspective on copyright. You can go to her channel and look at that. But there is a there is a what is it? Find it, find it, find it. There's a channel on here. It was a channel on here, and the channel did a lot of commentary. Well, not commentary. It did a lot of video interactions and stuff with Yoshi, with Mario Brothers. They did a lot of that, right? My kids were watching it, and there was a lot of weird stuff going on there. They had the little puppets, right? Nintendo struck the hell out of them and sued them. They took that shit down. Okay. They paid them whatever they paid them. And you know why they hit them with the copyright and did that in court? Because they have a thing that they do not want their brand ruined. I think that's where everybody gets the misconception of it. When you have a brand, you don't want your brand ruined. The reason why Cardi B was able to get Tasha K to owe her that much money is because they ruined her brand. She lied on her. Didn't And then after that, Cardi B was trying to work with her, and she continued to attempt to ruin Cardi B's brand. You can ruin somebody's brand if you're saying that this person is doing all these type of things, right? There was this group. I know I'm telling my age, but they had this song called Barbie. Nicki Minaj and them did a remix. Barbie sued those people, not Nicki Minaj and them, but Barbie sued those people who made that original song and won because they said they did not want Barbie to be painted out to be that way because that's not what their brand is about. So when somebody hits you with a copyright claim, they can do that if they do not want their brand to be looking like that. Now, how you can avoid that is not lie on the person. If you have proof of everything that you're stating about that individual, it's freedom of speech. But if you're actively defaming the brand, you can get hit with a copyright claim. I need everybody to understand that. You can't just get on here and say stuff about people. You can't just get on here and just say random things. It has to have facts behind it or proof of that in order for you to be okay. Right? So if you're coming on here saying that somebody is pregnant that's not, or saying that somebody could have faked the pregnancy and had the baby for their daughter, that could fall on under copyright. Now, I say this like I say this all the time. I am not a lawyer. I'm not an attorney. What the fuck do I know? Google it. But that is what I noticed when I looked at copyright infringement claims among the big box people. Okay? Y'all better pay attention. And I don't even know why they sued them people. That Barbie song was fire. Hell, they even remixed it with Nicki Minaj. So the fact that they sued before that's kind of fucked up. But I mean, it is what it is.
To strike, let me say it like that. Just trying to understand. She did have things that made her strike worthy. She also had things going on that made her look like a fucking lunatic.
Ooh, not a lunatic.
With that, I guess the girl just couldn't deal with it anymore, so she handled it how she handled it. And I mean, she can't really be mad about that. I'm trying to pull my notes up. I apologize. I wanted to make sure that certain points were made, but then my dang on phone died. I didn't know it was that low. But anyway, I want to start out by saying I feel like, hey, Teresa, I feel like, okay, I'm finally getting them, I think. I feel that Boo Bougie should have been adjudicated. Now, Peyton put up a conversation today stating that the situation with Boo Bougie is pretty much over. Today we're talking about Peach McIntyre, her mother, and then we are talking about
Hold on, y'all. Let
Peyton
me fast
Charles.
forward it. Hold on.
Was calculated that eventually they was going to be where they are, no matter what it was. Peyton also did not know that the girl had a channel that she was doing reactions about her own. So I guess it made Peyton feel a type of way. Now, the problem with that is you can feel however you damn want, but you can't take your personal feelings and use them to make a person a victim because you're mad, unless you are making them a victim in the way that is legal and correct. I mean, that's just dead on that. So,
what?
Boo Bougie, for some reason, feels as though she has some kind of specialized relationship with Peyton. It's almost fucking weird. How she talked about her as if they were friends, how she used to send Peyton messages asking her if she could come down there to spend time with her so that she could teach her things about being a content creator, as if she was owed that type of relationship with Peyton. Like, who the fuck are you? You are one of over 100,000 PayPal. Why
When did she do that? She did that? What? Oh, child, the ghetto.
did you feel that you could even ask her for that? I mean, let's start there when it comes to Boo Bougie. But whatever the case is, it is what it is. Here's another problem. Boo Bougie is consistently talking about Peyton and a situation that happened at this point, I think, last year, um, about the babies, about her getting pregnant. Now, Peyton spoke on her and the guy, the relationship, the infidelity, all of it months ago. I think almost a year ago at this point, right?
Yeah, I think it's been a year.
So this is not some new shit. The fact that Boo Bougie turned around and tried to use this as a consistent come up, she built her channel off of Peyton's back. So you want to be her friend and laugh in her face and act like you are equal to her in some way, but then at the same time you want to use her to come up. See, if you would have went down there with Peyton, you were going to do all the video. You were going to make sure everybody named Mama knew you was there, the whole 9 yards. Again, trying to use her to come up. In your mind, you think you're on Peyton's level as far as financially. That's what I'm speaking of, guys. But okay, no problem, Teresa. Y'all, I was reading her message. But yeah, so you I don't know, she just feel like she got some kind of personal relationship with her. This shit is weird as fuck. But nonetheless, it is what it is, you know. Peyton tried to be respectful because of Boo Bougie's age. She also tried to be cordial because she was an avid supporter. She bought everything Peyton did. She talked about her, acted like she loved her. She talked about her in her videos, the
Not
whole 9
acting
yards.
like she love her.
And she's older than her. So Peyton just tried to be a person that was raised, I guess, with a little bit of manners. Was she? Fuck, I don't know.
Bitch.
But it still is what it is. But anyway, let's move forward. Peyton does not want to be looked at as the bad guy. But this girl is almost, she's antagonizing her. She's really bullying Peyton. Now, a lot of times you think that when a person is being bullied, they have something over the person. The harassment is what Boo Bougie has over Peyton. That's what she is continuously doing and using to mess with this girl. She says that we are together. What did she say? Like morning breath. That we're going to consistently have.
Now, I know y'all seen that post. She was like, we locked in like morning breath or some weird shit like that. But you know it's okay because Tough Love Reaction said it's okay because she just wants to be liked. Okay, so we can all be okay. We can all be okay with Texas T's behavior and everybody's weird, strange behavior because they just want to be liked. There was a part where I wanted to go because y'all could go watch her video. She really does tear into Big Bird.
Peyton no more. She also talked about a couple of other channels that I've actually seen one of the channels. One of them was Reacts with B. I don't know her during the C19 era, and she was one of them. And then, you know, that aren't like Sky or Jasmine.
Basically, here she was talking about Liv's. I don't know if y'all know Liv's Live, whatever, Live Live, whatever. Destiny Reacts. She does a lot of commentary on her because that woman is one of the craziest hyenas I've ever witnessed. CMB also does content on Tanae. I've done content on Tanae before, but when I tell you that lady was so toxic and exhausting, I just couldn't keep up. I just could not keep up. I checked out after she had the twins because I knew when she got pregnant with twins, I knew the next dude was gonna feel it. All that shit about her girl. I know the people from the CJ So Cool sector remember that video. That lady is crazy. That she was just so goddamn toxic. She didn't want her husband, then she wanted her husband. He done moved on, got somebody else. And now she playing games with the new baby daddy. It's a lot going on with that crazy lady. I just couldn't keep up. She was having so much shit going on. I was like, girl. So I know about Tanae. I always called her because she called herself Big Something. I don't know. I can't remember, but I still got those videos up too. That lady was wild. Like that shit between them two. Oh my god, that shit was insane. The woman who was supposed to be having Keisha Cole's babies and shit like that. Like I think she's on baby daddy number 3 right now. So it's some crazy work. It's some crazy work. But she does a lot of content on them. Jazzy. I don't know too much about Jazzy. Okay. I don't know too much about Jazzy. I've seen like come across her videos. I've seen where people was telling her she needed to get a job and then she got a job, then she no longer had a job. So I didn't know nothing about that too much. And it's like a sprinkle of a couple of people, Brene, so she's basically stating that Peyton isn't like them. And of course she's not. She do her big one. Peyton don't ask nobody to do nothing but like and subscribe to her channel. You hear me? And if you want some products, they there. You get what I'm saying? So she's not in those the I think they call it the mommy sector. She's not in the mommy sector like that. So she's a mom, but she's not in the mommy sector. Speaking of new moms, T, I don't know if you watch Aaliyah's face, but she has a baby on the way and she got married. I am going to play this one part and then I want to speak on that a little bit real quick and then we're going to get off.
Peyton is not the worst watch. Now, in the video today, she mentioned that she's funny.
She is funny.
It's more like a tribunal than it is. It was never. She wasn't even in the fight because she ain't off Peyton. She knows Peyton's name does. Let's be honest. It holds weight here on social media. She gets good views.
Yeah, Peyton name get the views up. Okay. Peyton, CJ So Cool, and who else? Well, it depends on what celebrity. That one video blew me up. Let me go.
Loud, like you kind of taking it a little too far, boo. I didn't say anything rude to her, and oh baby. So then she started talking about me, and then she even mentioned me in one of her last 3 videos. She was like, if I want to strike people, I would have went after the girl. She was talking about me. I'm the girl, apparently.
And that was a lie because she copyright struck me. So she does it. She's a liar. She's a lie. So her telling CMB if she wanted to do that, she would have struck her. It would have been Cap because she struck me already.
However she referenced it, but girl, whatever. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and when the conversation is over, I done moved on.
Okay.
I'm not gonna necessarily go back and forth talking about a subject unless it's something to talk about like this. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't respond to people. I do commentary on situations. So that's that. But yeah, Google her name. You'll see who she is. Some people call her Big Bird.
Bitch. Not some people call her Big Bird. I'm gonna rewind that back one more time and then we gonna talk about Aaliyah. Hold on.
Loud, like you kind of taking it a little too far, boo. I didn't say anything rude to her, and I'm saying here like I'm still in Georgia, but she literally do commentary on situations. So that's that. But yeah, Google her name. You'll see who she is. Some people call her Big Bird.
Bitch. Oh my God. Oh, did she say Oh, that's hilarious. That is so funny. All right, so let's talk about Aaliyah's face. So I don't know if y'all watch Aaliyah's face. I am a silent watcher of Aaliyah's face. So when I watch Peyton, it would be Peyton Aaliyah's face, Peyton Aaliyah's face, Kyra, uh, Peyton Aaliyah's face, Love and Slim, um, all the kind of relaxing travel channels who just don't be in no drama. They just kind of do what they do, right? So I want to talk about Aaliyah's face and how she popped out with a baby in a marriage. Okay. A baby in a marriage. I want to be the one to say the reason why she did what she did is because she don't trust you hoes. See, what people don't like to admit, and let me go to Aaliyah's video. What people don't like to say, and they're eventually going to have to come to terms to, if we as Black women was a safe space, a lot of these problems wouldn't happen, right? Peyton came to the internet assuming that the internet full of Black women, because her demographic is Black women, is a safe space, right? And she found out that's incorrect. Now there's some Black women who is cool, but there are some who are just not a safe space, right? So unfortunately, Peyton had to learn that the hard way. And Aaliyah's face understands that it's not a safe space. It's not a safe space for Black women to come on here with other women who share the same skin tone, color, whatever background. Some don't, some are just, from other whatever, but black, right? It's not a safe space. So Aaliyah didn't feel comfortable to tell her journey until it was over, because she's done videos stating she ain't telling you ho shit, because y'all like to drag people in the mud. Now, if I'm not mistaken, because I have not seen this video yet, I've been busy, but let me add this up on here. She's done a video stating that she does not no, she's done a video, I believe, about her mom, and I haven't seen it. I've heard other people talk about it, and she was vulnerable for that moment. The second she was vulnerable about that situation, I started seeing reaction channels talk about it. So you see, I haven't watched all of her videos because you guys have been, and I believe here is where she moved. She had to move because I don't think it was because somebody broke into her house, but somebody broke into her house at one point in time. And I found that out last year, when somebody in the comments told me that. It's not a safe space. We got all this Black girl magic and girls and all this other stuff, but what we've been showing and proving that it's not a safe space, unfortunately. And now that you know that she's pregnant, look at her covered up her stomach and stuff. I didn't, if anybody pop out, I think I seen her. She did travel with Peyton to Dubai. Yes, and now they're both mommies. So all them people talking shit about Peyton having mommy content, guess who else gonna have mommy content? The gag, right? Anyway, she don't believe it. Where's that video? She did it like months back, and it might have been girl chat. Surgery regrets. This was like, I don't know.
Talking about just stuff to be the talking about stuff. So we're just gonna be doing the talking about stuff in the Q&A. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, then you missed out on being able to ask me questions or topics to talk about in today's video.
So if you watch Aaliyah's
you
face,
should probably follow me on Instagram. I'm just saying.
You're not going to get a lot of information up. Like, you'll get information. She's she's not as transparent as Peyton was, right? Because she knows, because she said, I ain't telling you bitches nothing. She said, so y'all can go around and talk about me on the internet. She stated that before. It was a sit down video. I think she had curly hair. I'll find it and we'll discuss it another time. But what she has proven, and she's not wrong, is it's not a safe space. Black women don't make it a safe space. Why do I say black women? Because black women are the only, well, it's probably a little sprinkle of salt in the pepper. You know what I'm saying? It probably a little sprinkle because, we got a little salt up over here on the squad. It's a little bit of salt here, but for the most part, it's pepper. You know what I'm saying? So that's the demographic. That's why when Peyton was talking about black nurses, she was stating it as those are the people who are going to watch her. You got a little sprinkle of salt, but it's mostly pepper. Okay? It's mostly pepper. We don't make it a safe space. Well, y'all don't make it a safe space. And when I mean y'all, I'm talking about the hyenas. Don't make it a safe space for black women to come on here and be vulnerable and tell their truths. Y'all tear them down. Y'all judge them. And what y'all do, y'all don't. What annoys me is they try to come off as like, I'm trying to really help you and da 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 da. And then you look at their life and imagine getting advice from a bird brain bitch with rotted hair who's trying to tell you how to raise your children, and her daughter is the reason behind someone passing away from drunk driving. That's the shit I be talking about. And then with all the other reactions channels talking about, well, they should be able to have an opinion. If you rock with this girl, and from what Peyton is saying, a lot of you bitches been in her DMs. So if you wanted to say anything about Peyton or to why not say it to her if you've been in her DMs? Even Dookie Moss. If y'all had this, she inboxed me and said da da da, and I was like, yeah, cold world. So you did have interactions to her, and you could have just inboxed her to say something with your uncomfortably built chest. You could have done that, anchor arms, but you chose not to. That's the shit where I say the switch up, right? That's where I say when Peyton says the switch up, that is what she's talking about. Not about somebody having a difference of opinion. Not a glass chewing old woman with ramen hair who's jealous. Exactly. That's what I be talking about. That's why I say it's not a safe space. Let me see if I can find that video of Aaliyah where she states that, and then we're gonna get up out of here. And there's other reaction channels that are going over a lot of stuff. And Big Bird got what she wanted. She gets to have attention for like 2 minutes, and then everybody's gonna forget about it. And was this it? That was 3 years ago. No. Maybe it's this video. Maybe I was loud and wrong. Hold on, let me see. Aaliyah practices discernment and just not telling y'all too much, because it's been like how y'all do these content creators on here is crazy work. Like a lot of y'all feel like these people belong to you. They're supposed to do what you say. I seen somebody comment under Peyton's channel today, I don't like your hair. And I'm like, bitch, she didn't do it for you. And that bitch was looking casket sharp. I ain't lying. Also, under the person, another content creator, somebody said, and I don't know where she's seen this comment. I'm still looking for it. People are upset. Oh shit. Okay, here it is. I found it. People were upset because Aaliyah's face did not tell them her business. As she should. Y'all don't make it a fucking safe space. Here it is. Hold on. Let me see if I can get that. 854. I found the video. Hold on.
No shade. He did that intentionally. In my opinion. I don't know this man, but in my opinion, and I guarantee you everybody watching this, they all gonna tell you that was calculated. That was not a, oh, it just never came up, or I didn't know how to tell you.
Hold on. Maybe that wasn't a video. Hell, it was a video where she stated that, like, she made it clear. Cause somebody was in the chat talking about that they said that her husband was African. They already talking shit. And it's like, God damn, how do you guys always take beautiful moments and turn them to shit? Let's see. Cause she reads other people's shit. She don't read a lot of times she don't read shit. So let's see. Her own shit. I can't find it, y'all. I cannot find it. But there was a video. I'm gonna find it later and then maybe we'll come back to it the next live. But there was a video where she specifically stated she not telling you hoe shit. Cause y'all always talking shit. There's a video out right now of people making accusations of her and Kyra's friendship, if it exists, if it doesn't exist. And I'm like, I don't care to understand that situation because I don't hang out with neither one of them on a personal note to have an opinion. And I know sometimes friends fight, and I know sometimes friends don't fight. They could be loud and wrong, or they could be 100% correct. But I don't want to add to it where everybody's talking about it. I want to give them the opportunity, if they are not talking to each other, to mend the friendship. And maybe they never will. Okay, but I don't know. I don't even know if they beefing. I just know everybody got their opinions and speculation on it, and I'm not gonna speak on it. I mean, even though I spoke on it, but what I'm saying is, I don't care. I don't care. Hopefully they're not. Hopefully they're cool and they're laughing at you, because I've seen a lot of other women accuse people of not being cool anymore, and they be loud and wrong. It don't ever be no receipts. Okay, so I mean, it is what it is, but congratulations to Aaliyah's face. I love this for her. I love that. Oh my gosh, baby. Oh, exciting marriage. Oh, exciting. Wow. Yeah. I'm happy. But all them other 304s who mad that she didn't tell you, like, that's what I be talking about. Like, what? Huh? Why? What? Like, we good. It's no wonder that we know, right? She pulled the Jackiana. Jackiana is another one. And Jackiana will pop out with a husband, pop out with a baby, pop out with a new house, pop out with stuff. A lot of people have to use discernment. Nobody can be vulnerable no more. Nobody can open up. Nobody can be transparent. Type of light. Yeah, they try to dim your light, right? They try to dim your light. This is why nobody tells anybody anything. And then they get mad because you don't want to tell nobody nothing. You damn if you do, you damn if you don't. Aaliyah's face didn't tell anybody till now, till she said, fuck it, I might as well tell y'all, because it is what it is. Here, surprise. And people are already speculating, well, she didn't wear her ring, and she didn't. I'm like, oh my God. Even with that Texas T bitch who was like, yeah, you can see the address on the DoorDash bag. Girl, you looking that hard? Please get some fucking help. I love seeing our people win too. I know that's right. I hope she has a girl for some reason. I'm very happy for her and Peyton. I love her. I love to see her people win. Well, I hope she has whatever she wants. You feel me? If she want a girl, if she want a boy. I was a boy mom at one time before I had my two girls. And let me tell you, boys are more laid back. Girls are off the chain. Okay. Man. And if you got more than one, yikes. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then Peyton did a post where she was like, yes, baby content. Like, they gonna be doing videos together. I was like, we're all excited. I love this. That's good. You know what I'm saying? That, like, that's sisterhood. That's just, they got each other and everything. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. People who are not miserable who fuck with each other is a beautiful thing. Okay, all these other weird 304 hyenas, Man, they need to go sit on somebody's couch. But as always, I will catch up with y'all later. I'm about to go find me something to eat. And oh, I got Cheetos. I'm gonna hit y'all up later. T, we do have to double back with the CJ content because there's a lot of other stuff that I forgot to discuss that we do need to discuss. So I will come back with that. They hate to see you winning because they stuck on envious and jealousy or winning. And then again, I will say this once, and I said it again. If you got all this great fucking amazing advice, why isn't your life like? Let's see what you got going on. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? It just you gotta get the advice where the advice needs to be given. If you talking about what kind of car somebody has, and bitch, you take the 210, the 2 of your feet and 10 of your toes, I need you to be quiet. Okay. All right. Well, that's on that. We will see y'all later. I don't know when I'm gonna try Friday with CJ content. And then Peyton, we might do next week. We might do Friday as well. I don't know. We gonna see. But I will holler at y'all later.
We in a no hyena zone.
Anti-hyena zone. It's my hyena zone. Anti-hyena zone. It's my hyena zone. Anti-hyena zone. Anti-hyena zone. Anti-hyena zone. It's my hyena zone. It's my